Well, Charles Barkley just put JJ Redick in a body bag during a hilarious rant on Inside the NBA. The recent viral clip continues what has been a year of ups and downs so far for LeBron James's former wine-sipping podcast co-host turned head coach of the LA Lakers. First, of course, LeBron had to throw a series of petulant temper tantrums directed towards then head coach Darvin Ham during his 4-1 gentleman sweeping at the hands of Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets in the first round of last season's playoffs. But hey, at least they got one game against Jokic in that series, which is more than can be said for them in that matchup the season before in those playoffs. Anyway, once LeBron decided to fire Darvin Ham and the Lakers finished a couple news cycles of public relations flirting with Dan Hurley, it was time to make this current little marriage official. JJ was hired about a week before LeBron forced the Lakers to draft Bronny and lay that little disaster at his feet. Of course, though, the Lakers would shockingly get off to a pretty hot start in the season, winning their first 3 games. And even still, amid some struggles along the way, the Lakers do find themselves in the 5th seed currently, which would be huge news for them if they could figure out how to avoid LeBron's favorite season-end tradition, the play-in tournament.
You know, the playoff, whatever that thing is, whoever came up with that need to be fired.
Yeah, if they can manage to accomplish that feat, it would be just the first time since they won the title in 2020 that the Lakers didn't miss the playoffs altogether or have to play their way in during that tourney. But one guy that clearly doesn't like their chances of doing so is Charles Barkley, who teed off on JJ Redick during a halftime report on Turner Network. And for those of you who might not know, JJ recently went off on the NBA's media and blamed them in part for the absolutely abysmal ratings and ongoing tanking of the NBA's popularity overall.
I don't think we as, and by we, I was part of it, we as the sort of national partners have done a good job of storytelling, of celebrating the game. If I'm a casual fan and you tell me every time I turn on the television that the product sucks, well, I'm not going to watch the product. And that's really what has happened over the last 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, Barkley clearly heard that criticism.
I heard JJ Redick said something about me. JJ, you better calm down, because when you come for the king, you better not miss.
Chuck then refers to Redick as a dead man walking in a purely awesome rant that spanned the length of a highlight package for the Timberwolves and Celtics, as Ernie Johnson, the consummate professional, hilariously tries to fight through it and keep delivering the highlight package.
I can get you, brother, because I got your Lakers games. You can't hide them flaws they got. You just a dead man walking. They got rid of Frank Vogel, who did a good job. They got rid of Darvin Ham, who did a good job. But you came out there thinking you were going to change things with that same ugly girl you went on the date with.
64-51 was your halftime score.
Lakers
as we get back to the highlights. And Rudy Gobert.
He came in there thinking, I can make this thing work. Hell, you can.
77, 71.
Put some makeup on that pig.
Man, the Lakers are pigs?
The Lakers stink, man.
Oh, man, okay.
Come on, man.
And in case you cannot make out the guy dying of laughter in the background, that would be none other than Shaquille O'Neal. And speaking of him, Barkley is essentially asking JJ one question during this flame fest.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
And after getting absolutely eviscerated by Barkley on national television and having said clip go viral, JJ was aware of the criticisms.
Yeah, I got a random text from somebody after the game. I look at my phone and says something about Charles Barkley. And I'm like, huh?
His official response, in case you are wondering,
my resting heart rate is probably 64. I watched the clip, it was 64. literally don't care.
Man, I think we can officially chalk this one up to Chuck by way of technical knockout.
Tell me how my ass tastes.
But don't worry, JJ, there is nowhere to go but up from here. Just wait until the Lakers' inevitable flameout early on in the NBA playoffs. As Charles said, it is all just a matter of time.